Right. So what's next?
What's next? Oh, Chippy Watch.
Chippy Watch. Right.
Yeah, Chippy
In
Watch.
which case, hang on. It's time.
On Free Chippy Friday, we gather and munch golden fish and chips, the perfect lunch. By the seaside with girls in a flock, we savor the moment on Chippy Watch. Chippy Watch.
Excellent.
So before Free Chippy Friday, there's Chippy Watch Wednesday.
Yeah, I know.
Today.
I wasn't thinking about that with the lyrics. Actually, I was thinking like, well, it's. I actually got ChatGPT to help me with the lyrics. Actually, so I said it needs to include Free Chippy Friday, sort of.
It's very catchy.
Anyway, let's get the chart. I did notice last week that I was looking at a different chart to you, because there's two, isn't there? There's if you look for Chippy, there's one in USD and then the other one's in Solana. And I was looking at the Solana one.
Yes, I'm looking at the Solana one as well.
But what I mean is, but this one is like, it's Fish and Chips, it's Chippy versus Solana, but the price is in USD.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And what time frame would you like then?
The daily, please.
The daily. There you go.
For anybody wondering, you can tell I'm reading from a script. For anybody wondering, Chippy is a crypto token based on Solana. We can't call it a meme coin anymore, as it has utility in capitals. Yeah, I missed out on Free Chippy Friday last week as I was traveling, but next week is business as usual, and I'll be getting my free fish and chips. So there's a support level, which is essentially the red. Oh yeah, one thing. If you go into the Quadzilla settings just for a second, the one below that, keep plotting step 3 if the retrace candle is opposite, because that's kind of a new thing as well. So if that's ticked.
Okay. Now for anyone who's trying to work out what a lot of these things mean, Maff has done a brilliant job at doing these tooltips. So if you hover over this little eye thing, it tells you really extensively. I think you've done this so well. It's better than on any other indicator I've ever seen in my life. Actually, it's great. So for a bearish retracement, keep going if the price has retraced but the candle is bullish. Okay. So for bullish retracement, keep going if the price has retraced but the candle is bearish. Okay, that makes sense. This prevents the plot from being stopped by a fake out price move, but might occasionally result in the line continuing to be drawn after it had genuinely retraced. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to check this, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
So you notice now it's continued to draw that red retracement level. And so the reason for that is where the thicker part of the line on the left hits that candle spike, the bullish candle spike on the right. So yeah, so you can see where it drew from there. So that was bearish. So it did the down and then the up.
Yeah.
And because of that spike, it spiked up, just hit the red line and came down. But it did that on a bullish candle. So it's like it's not really quite in the spirit of retracing, because it's a bearish thing. It's waiting to happen. But
I see.
On a bullish candle. So, but it only knows that until the candle closes.
So are we talking about this candle here then?
Yes, yeah, because it retraced back to the red line, so it completed step 2. So it's done the down and then the up, but then it came back down within that same bullish candle,
right?
In this case, which kind of cancelled out step 3. So it all happened really within that one bullish candle. Whereas now it just carries on. So it waits for there to be a bearish candle instead for it to stop. But what's useful in this case for the purpose of Chippy Watch is that we can see that that's really it's become a support line all the way across. So we were fully expecting the price to come back down to that level, which it did, and then it actually formed support. So we might have actually expected that to drop down a bit further for it to be bearish, a bearish retracement, but in fact, in this case, it just came back down to that line and bounced away again, so it's become support. So that's kind of important in itself, I think, looking at the price. You can also notice, so just at the top of the screen in the middle, just there's a white doji candle, I think. So it spikes.
This one here.
Yeah, there's a definite trend line just going down to somewhere. Yeah, maybe to that one and down. So we notice it's broken the downtrend in the last week or two. So essentially, with that, it was in a fairly big downtrend there, but it came down, hit that retracement line, which has become a support line now. It's obviously come back down to it again, like a few days later, and now it's actually bouncing away. When it's coming down on the EMAs, the 21 and the 55 EMAs crossed bearish. Yeah, but that kind of hasn't really lasted very long because they leveled off. So that was at the beginning of this month, I think, wasn't it, where they crossed bearish?
2nd of September.
Yeah, but now they've leveled off and they're just moving sideways because probably there's anticipation there now, because obviously we're all waiting for Chippy 2.0. People, I think, have finally caught on that this would be a bad time to be selling. So we're not really seeing that same level of profit taking. It's always just pushing the price back down, kind of turning into a bit of an uptrend. Or I think it potentially could turn into an uptrend.
Well, so certainly this, something like an EMA cross going bullish again on the daily time frame is a very powerful thing. That's what we got back here, back in
definitely
in June.
Yeah.
So that
Stephen UK is just saying if Bitcoin is up, then Chippy is up. If Bitcoin is down, Chippy is down, mixed with a hint of Sol. Yeah, potentially we could look at the 4-hour. Yeah, this one's kind of interesting as well. So we've got these additional retracement levels. In fact, they're all over the place. So you can see, so each of those triangles on there, a retracement level is kind of hidden away in the price movement. Right next to each other, there were a couple of bullish retracements. So the first one played out. So the price went up and then down and then back up very quickly in the next bar. And the next one immediately started. There's another up, down, and we could fully expect the price to march its way back up to that retracement level that's currently open. Definite uptrend there, because it's completed that. Out of interest, what percent was that?
That was about 11% from the bottom, but from where we are now, it's not that much. It's
no,
it's about 6%.
6% to go. Yeah, we were seeing that ranging just to the right of that last green triangle. The price is kind of ranging it a bit there, going like dropping slightly. But after that last fairly big drop there, it's reacted strongly, isn't it? It's like I feel like the Chippy price wants to go up at the moment. It's certainly trying to. I was actually thinking that we could really get somebody from the Chippy team as a guest on the show or something for this segment.
Yeah, that would be good actually. I'll have a think about that.
For us, super slick live stream next week. And now to bring in the guest and so on.
In walks a dog or something.
Exactly not as predicted.
Why is there a stray cat in here?
How about teleport in here? So that wraps up our weekly Chippy Watch, I think.
Excellent. There you go. I suppose what we need now is like a kind of shortened version of the song, just doing the very last bit, just going the Chippy Watch, and then I might sort that out for next week.